today's FYI program, well, catching up with somebody I've known for some time. She graduated with our youngest son, Nolan. Sarah Knight, now Sarah Erwin, she is the principal at Eagle Heights. So a Clinton native, and you're back in town, and
Yes.
you're a principal now.
Yes.
What motivated you to take on an administrative role? Because you taught prior.
I did. I taught for 17 years, and then I joined the admin team at Clinton High School. That's where I have been the previous 3 years to this year. So that's really where I started in admin, and just from that experience, I realized I could probably make the jump and make an impact being a head principal, and now I'm back with the littles, so that's pretty fun too. And I don't know, I really like having this position where I feel like I can use a lot of the experiences that I had as a teacher, and use those with our teachers and our families and our students. So
So is that what kind of
path.
motivated you to become a principal? Is
Yeah,
that your background,
yeah.
and you felt that you could help the school more?
Yeah, and I have to give credit to Teresa Schultz, the head principal at CHS. I have worked with and for Teresa a few times now, but when I was teaching at Jefferson, she was the principal there, and she taught me a lot of things about principalship along the way. And then I went to Clinton High and was on her admin team. So she taught me a lot of things there too, and a lot of that was confidence building and just knowing that the things that I've learned I can carry with me.
So you're, as you pointed out, back with the littles. So you taught elementary age then?
I did. I taught elementary for 5 years at Jefferson and Bluff and Clinton, but I've also taught high school and middle school. So I spent 17 years teaching K through 12. I've taught all grade levels in some capacity.
We had Brian Kinney and, oh gosh, his name escapes me now, Dan Boyd.
Dan Boyd, yep.
They were in just as they were getting ready to retire, and they had both been at all three levels.
Yeah.
And I asked him, so what was the difference? And Brian gave a great answer. He goes, hormones.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. I would say a big difference from elementary to high school are hugs. I get a lot of hugs every day, and a lot of appreciation for just being there. And high school kids, they love that too. I mean, I had really great relationships and great times with high school kids, but hugs at high school, they're few and far between.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So again, a 2000 graduate of Clinton High School. So here you are. I would imagine you're getting some of your classmates' children.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
see them coming through.
Yeah, it probably won't be very long until I have classmates' grandchildren now that I'm at elementary. So, yeah, that's been really interesting. That's a cool connection to have with kids too, is to say like, hey, I know your mom, or hey, I know your dad, and the kids love that. They just love it.
And to catch up with the parents when they come in.
Yeah, that's been really interesting.
Kind of like a reunion.
Yeah, all the time.
Somewhat of a reunion.
Yeah.
So talk about the biggest surprise to becoming a principal. Is there something that really kind of opened your eyes when you became the principal? I know you had mentioned you had been in administration prior.
Yeah, so I would say a couple of things, but I knew that it was going to be a lot of work, and being a principal is it is a ton of work. I knew that getting into it. The workload is a lot, but I'm a worker. I work all the time, and I have a hard time shutting off work. So that was a little bit of a surprise, coming from being on an admin team of 5 at the high school to being the only building administrator at the elementary school. There was a difference there, and there were some surprises along the way. But I tell you what really surprised me, I got this really cool opportunity in the spring to be with Dan Boyd, and he gave me tours of the building and had me meet the staff and did some transition work with me. But we would walk around the hallways, and really the fourth grade girls kind of just had this epiphany. Like, they would say, "Ooh, you're a girl." And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a girl, okay. And I didn't really think much of it, but there were kids at the school that would say, "You're the first girl principal here," which is true. I'm the first female principal at Eagle Heights. And that's been kind of interesting that kids notice that. But I think that's that's cool for our kids too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
normally female elementary teachers seem to outnumber male elementary teachers,
Yeah,
but generally
absolutely.
the principals have always been the male figure.
Yeah. So we have something a little bit different right now at CCSD. We have more females on our total admin team than we have males right now, but it's a great bunch of people, female or male. It's great. But that was a surprise for me that the kids noticed that, and that the girls were, they just thought that was really cool, and that they were talking about that. I'm like, yeah, you can do this too.
You know,
Do
you
it.
mentioned Teresa Schultz, and of course, she and J.R. Kutch kind of switched roles.
Right.
And I think it's a perfect fit for both of them. Teresa's doing a great job at the high school,
Yeah.
and my grandson's at J.R.'s school, and he loves Mr.
Yeah,
Kutch.
yeah, he's very loved there by students and staff, and Teresa's doing a great job at Clinton High. They've both been my teammates, so JR is on the elementary principal team, and I just had a meeting with him and the other two principals this morning, so they're just great teammates. It's a really good team all around.
You know, we've got some great new schools here in the city of Clinton. Eagle Heights now is starting to get maybe a little long in the tooth, but how are things
Yeah.
looking up there?
They look great. It is a beautiful building. It's, you know, going back to a surprise, I was not surprised that Eagle Heights is as beautiful as what it is. But my husband came up one day and he just made the comment, boy, this drive up here is awesome.
Yeah.
You get up to the top of the hill and you see the school and you see the land, and it's amazing. And then you go inside the school and it's very well kept. We have an amazing custodial team. Ray Fedderson is our head custodian, and that lady just works. That our building it's in tip-top shape, and she makes sure of that. So we have a really cool library. The LRC it's amazing. It looks good there. Looks really nice.
You point out, of course, I go up there to broadcast the River King baseball games.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful setting up there.
Oh, it is. Yeah. There's a lot of wildlife up there
Yeah, I was
too.
going to say, I've
so-
seen some deer every once in a while.
There's a family of deer that pops out quite a bit. I don't see a lot of that during the day, but I'm there pretty early or I'm there pretty late, and yeah, nature comes out to play. So it's neat to see.
Do you get an opportunity, you're busy, but to poke your head into a classroom every once in a while?
Every day. Yeah, every day. And that's what we want to do. We want to be as visible as possible. I wish that I was visible more, and I think that we're making some really good steps as a team to make sure that that happens in the future. But that's my favorite part of the day, is being in classroom. So, yeah, we love that.
And, you know, on the elementary level, it's kindergarten through fifth grade. So you get to see how much they grow up during that time period.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of growing up
Yeah.
during that time period.
And this will be awesome for me too, because I'll have my group of young kids that started. We have preschool at Eagle Heights too, so we'll get to see those littles grow up, and I'll get to see those littles grow and mature, and that will be awesome.
So you got that to look forward to.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
because I know you're going to be there for the long run. There's no doubt about that.
Yes, I hope to retire in this position. So, yeah,
Well,
that's my
good.
goal.
That's because in radio, there's no retirement. So
There's no retirement.
There's no retirement in
no,
radio.
there is retirement from principaling.
My daughter teaches, and she is now a teacher's coach
Yeah.
on the middle school level. And of course,
Yeah.
you know, our good friend Carrie, Carrie Lutt, now
Yeah.
former Carrie Honeywell.
Yeah, I was
Do
just
you-
with Carrie this morning.
Do you have many people that you went to school with that are in the teaching profession?
Yes, we have a lot. We also have a lot of Clinton kids that have returned to Clinton schools to teach or become school staff in a different capacity. So, yeah.
I think that's
a
great.
lot.
I mean, they learn through the
Yeah.
Clinton school system, and now it's almost like you're giving back.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's rewarding.
Oh, that is good. More with Sarah Erwin, but first let's take a break for the weather, brought to you by Morrison Community Hospital.
To be a transitional day for us. Regardless, though, temperatures are expected to be in the upper 40s to low 50s through the afternoon. Then by this evening, chance for some showers, some storms on the Illinois side, and especially could see some snow showers as we get into later tonight, but minor accumulations expected. I'm Storm Track 8 meteorologist Morgan Strackbine.
Thank you, Morgan. Right now, northeast winds 10 miles an hour, temperature 33 degrees. Our update brought to you by Morrison Community Hospital. The recent Morrison Community Hospital expansion and renovation has provided new specialties and state-of-the-art facilities. The expansion has also opened up many new job opportunities. Join their hospital family and help make a difference in this rural community. They are hiring for RN, LPN, lab techs, EMTs, coders, and leadership roles. They offer comprehensive benefits, hospital discounts, tuition reimbursement, plus some great sign-on bonuses for some jobs and night shift positions. For a complete list of openings, visit morrisonhospital.com/career. On today's FYI program, of course, the third Thursday, we always deal with the Clinton schools, and West Colton has decided to send Sarah Erwin along today. Do you get much contact with Wes? Does he show up every once in a while at Eagle Heights?
Yes. Wes is very supportive. He answers a lot of calls from me. I really feel supported in my role this year, just with our entire admin team. But yeah, Wes comes in. He does walkthroughs in our building, and so does Mariah Reeves, the assistant superintendent. So, yeah. It's great to have them in.
You got some great talking points, and we want to get into those as well. And first of all, you wanted to highlight your awesome PTA.
We have an incredible PTA at Eagle Heights. They work really hard to make sure that our kids have different activities throughout the year, that parents and families are involved in different things. So they represent our school at National Night Out. They're doing spirit bags at homecoming week, Adventure Day, donuts with grown-ups. They do all kinds of things. Handle our book fair at conferences, Santa's workshop. The list goes on and on. They've done some really incredible things, but they are working right now. Our PTA is to get an outdoor classroom established at school. And we do have the concrete poured for that, but there's a lot of other work that goes into that. So they are actively fundraising to make sure that this happens for the kids. It'll be a really good opportunity for kids to be able to learn in a classroom outside and do some different activities out there. Right now, we are looking at about $3,000 more needed to finish the project. So our PTA is actively searching for business partners. So if you're out there listening, want to work with our PTA, that would be amazing. But I think on that too, just being a part of the PTA is a great opportunity for community members. We meet once a month, and you could absolutely get a hold of me or get a hold of our one of our teachers, an awesome second grade teacher, Nicole Till, and we can get you hooked up with how to help us.
So
the
Parent-Teacher
PTA.
Association.
Right.
So a parent is right there at the top. So how many parents are involved? Do you have like a president of the PTA, or how does that work?
We do. Our officers right now are teachers, and we have a couple of teachers that handle a lot of those responsibilities, but we have very involved parents with PTA, which is just an amazing thing to have happen because some schools don't have that. So we're very fortunate to have a good number. I don't have the exact number, because it does change per meeting, but we have a solid group of people that show up and support.
I think it's probably helpful, you get a parent involved when their student is maybe in kindergarten or first grade,
Right.
and then stay with it, and then they can hand down their wisdom to the new parents that are coming in.
Yeah, and most do. I'm able to go to PTA meetings and really take a back seat. I mean, they don't need me for PTA. And so sometimes when I'm pulled away for other things and can't attend a PTA meeting, I fully trust that our PTA is just rolling and they're doing what they need to do. But they do that. The PTA members have traditionally stuck with the long game and stay with us, and they do. They're able to share with the new PTA members, well, this is how we have done this in the past. They're open to new ideas, so it's a great group.
Weren't they instrumental in that playground up there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's a great playground up
Yeah,
there. A
it
lot
really
of room
is.
for the kids to
Oh,
get
yeah.
outside and burn off a little energy.
There are a lot of the great things that have happened at Eagle Heights are due to PTA support. So very fortunate to have this group.
Well, I see people can help you out. You've got a bingo night coming up.
Yes, we do.
Where's that going to be at?
That's going to be at Eagle Heights
Okay.
in our lunchroom. and it's a very well attended event. So that is on Friday, February 27th. That's next week.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
next
right.
week.
8 days.
Yep, 8 days. And we'll
Are you the
start that.
caller? Do you do the call?
I'm not the caller this time.
Oh.
I did do a little bit of guest calling at the last
Okay.
bingo event, but we had a lot of family coming in together, which is a really cool thing to see. Families enjoying that time together. We get some people that are really excited about bingo and winning bingo. So that's a fun event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
be aggressive sometimes.
Yeah,
with their bingo.
it can be. We have some people that come in with their daubers. They're ready to go.
Professional bingo players.
Yes.
Visiting with Sarah Erwin, principal at Eagle Heights. Let's talk about some of the things that are coming up. Battle of the Books.
Yes. Battle of the Books will be on the 25th. This is a really special event with all 4 of our elementary schools combined. So with Battle of the Books, some of our older kiddos get to learn about some books. There's 6 different books that the kids learn about, and then they have the opportunity to read those over a span of months. They take a test in early February over the content in the books, and the top 10 students in each school, each of the 4 schools, gets to continue on to the championship. So this year, Eagle Heights is hosting the championship, and we'll have teams that will go in and ask the kids questions, and we'll just celebrate what they've learned in the books and who comes out the winner.
Do you break it down by grade level, or how does that work?
Yeah, so it's really our older kids participating in this, but it's something for the younger kids to look forward to.
Kind of a tie-in with Read Across America Week.
Yes, that's coming up too. Read Across America Week is a full week of celebrating reading and doing some extra literacy activities. We'll have dress-up days and tie those to different reading activities. We have a read-a-thon, and the pledge sheets went out for that last week. Students will have the opportunity to find family and friends to pledge different book amounts on the pledge sheet. They turn those in, and for every, I think, 5 pledges that they have, they get to enter into a reward of being the principal, a custodian, the art teacher, or the PE teacher for the day. So that will be interesting.
You don't ever have to take a pie to the face for anything, do you, sir?
I don't, but I sure would. I don't know how I escaped all of that at the high school, because there was a lot of pie in the face reward type activities.
Yes.
But yeah, I would do that. I've offered to sit on top of the building all day long in the cold, dressed up as something. No one's taken me up on that, but we are going to have a fundraising event pretty soon with tattoos. So kids are going to be able to tattoo our staff with temporary tattoos. And
I was
I'll
going to say, I hope they're temporary.
give them
tattoos.
all to me. Yeah, I'll take them all.
Conferences, those are coming up,
They
right?
are coming up, yes. March 10th and 12th, we'll have conferences. So that will be a good opportunity for families to get together with teachers and see what's going on with their kiddos and how they've grown this year.
How does the conferences work? I mean, do they set scheduled times that you come in
Yes.
to meet with your teacher?
Yes, and that is out right now. Our teachers reach out, our office staff reaches out. We always start with combined families first. So if a family has multiple
Yeah.
students, we like to try to schedule those as back-to-back as possible with multiple teachers. So yeah, we do a lot of planning there.
You know, with the weather the way it has been, temperatures in the 60s, people getting a little spring fever. You got
Oh,
spring
yeah.
break coming up.
Yes, absolutely. Outdoor recess is back. We're really excited about that. The kids needed the air and the running, and it gets hard. It gets hard to do indoor recess for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, yeah, people want to be outside. Definitely.
Well, that's good to hear. And a talent show.
Yes, we have a talent show coming up. This is kind of a cool activity. Again, our PTA helps out with this. Nicole Till, our second grade teacher, she'll run this. Kids will have the opportunity to come in and try out. Yep, so
So
they'll
you got to
do that.
make the you got to make the cut.
Yeah, you have to make the cut. I have not been involved with one of our talent shows yet, but I was doing some of that transition work in the spring with Eagle Heights when the talent show was going on, so I got to hear about some of the things that were happening. But we have a stage at Eagle Heights, so that's a little bit different than some of our other elementary school buildings. So that's cool for the kids. They get to perform up on the stage, and yeah.
So did you see what kind of acts are there? I mean, do they primarily
Oh, they're singing,
dancing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Any
think-
stand-up comedians?
Well, I definitely think that we could have a couple. We have a couple for sure.
I want to talk about the new addition to the Clinton Community School District, kindergarten kickoff.
Yes, this is going to be awesome. So on April 9th, all 4 elementary buildings will be at Eagle Heights. And this is kindergarten roundup, but we're calling it kindergarten kickoff. This is for any families that will have a transitional kindergarten or a kindergarten student starting for the 2026-2027 school year. We'll have lots of things set up. There will be information from the principals, from the school nurses. Kids and families will get to meet all transitional kindergarten and kindergarten teachers. We'll be able to have everyone register for school, which also means that families can register their entire family at that time. So we'll have computer stations set up for that. We'll help families get hooked up on the app so they can register on their phones as well. We'll have a bus up at school so kids can experience what it would be like to get on the bus, and parents can see that too. We're also going to serve a chicken nugget dinner, because who doesn't love the school chicken nugget lunch? We're going to have that for dinner, so that will be free to all families.
Again, visit with Sarah Erwin. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah,
It was
thanks
great
for
to
having
catch up
me.
with you.
Yeah, you
Class
too.
of 2000.
Yep,
There were a few Dettermans in that
there
class.
were just a few.
So, what's it like to be the head? I mean, you've got teachers, you've got the cooks, you've got the custodians.
Yeah.
You're in charge of it all.
Yeah, yeah. I try not to hyper focus on that, because just that alone can be very overwhelming. We have a big staff and we have a big student population. We have a lot of people at Eagle Heights, and I know that their safety and well-being it's on me. I know that, and I take that very seriously. I like to have fun, and I like to have fun with the kids. I like to have fun with the staff. I want people to be happy about coming to Eagle Heights. So I try to be open and a listener, and just keep improving when I make all the 10 million mistakes that I make. But it's very rewarding to be there with all the good people that I'm with.
Seems like a good fit, you being a North Ender from the city of Clinton.
Yeah.
You're back
yeah.
home.
Yeah, I am back home. I grew up on Galbraith Drive. I was
Oh,
a Harding
okay.
Elementary kid, which is now our administrative center.
All right.
Yeah, so I went there, and I went to Lyons Middle School, and then graduated from Clinton High. But yeah, my parents moved to the North End
Okay.
after I graduated.
Oh,
They-
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
after I graduated, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll build a house and be out here in this beautiful land, and you go on to college." So that's what I did.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to CCC,
Okay.
and I went to Mount St. Clair.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a master's from Morningside and another from American College of Education.
Well, congratulations
Thank
to you.
you.
If people would like to find out more about Eagle Heights, maybe how they can volunteer to help at Eagle Heights, how can they best do
Yeah.
that, Sarah?
Yeah, they can call us for sure. They can call our main office and talk to Vicki or Katie in the main office, and they'll find me and get a hold of me. But you can always email me, Sarah with an H, .Erwin with an E, at csdkq.org.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. It's been
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, thank you.